it is winter, January 2021. So I thought I'd just go through quick my garden journal that I started last year. I just got a blank notebook. I like the spiral because then I can flip it open all the way if I want to easily have access to things. I just stuck some pictures on the front. I have one of those, a little Polaroid quick printer, and they print stickers. So these are just pictures of the garden and some stickers. I might have started in 2019 just quickly, or maybe I just transferred my plans over just to have them in here, but these are my 3 main vegetable beds, and I just sketched out what was growing in them. And then I moved on to 2020, and I tried the square foot planting, and I did the plans in pencil, and then once I went back through and marked what was actually there in pen with a few notes. It's a little scribbled at this point. Started out fairly organized and then got kind of crazy by the end of the year. I also have, this is my larger bed, in-ground bed. I took other notes, like this was my seed tray, what was in each seed tray. I marked out my pollinator garden. I wrote down the seeds, which I'm actually transferring to spreadsheet this year. And then I started a diary, and I quickly switched that to somewhere up here. Where is it? There, a calendar style, just to make it easier. I just mark out the calendar. I ended up marking the high and low temps, and if there's any rain, how much rain, and then just what I did that day, just to make it easier to go back and see what was going on. What else do I have in here? Let's see. This was the fairy garden, just some updated pictures, what was happening there. And instead of saving all the seed packets like I know some people do, that I figured that was just going to make this book too big. I actually just took pictures of the seed packets, just have the names and stuff, all the information. It's easily, you can look that stuff up online, so I figured that was not important to have. But once again, this is all going to go in my spreadsheet. This was sort of a list of things I wanted to do for the next year, sort of a to-do list. Just threw in some, notes. This is back to some diary stuff. So here's the main diary for the last year. And then I actually had a farmer's market records for each week of the farmer's market. My kids have a booth. We don't sell a whole lot, but a few things here and there. So I was keeping track of that. And then we move on to the next year. So this is the 2021 plan with the beds laid out. I've got them measured, and I don't completely go by the square foot, but it's a good place to start for planning. Just kind of an example there of what's in there. And then at the end, I actually threw in some references. Here's the square foot planning reference from myfrugalhome.com. It was a nice printout. Seed starting calendar. I can't remember where this one was from. Here's a companion planting layout, and then Seed to Fork has a really nice sewing guide, especially she's in the same zone as I am, 4B, so that's kind of nice. And then just some sticky notes of random. Here's a potential greenhouse, which has actually gotten changed. But anyway, so that is just a little diary. I can bring that out into the garden pretty easily. It's got a nice plastic cover. These were just on Amazon. Nothing special. And after I get my plan going, I will set up a quick little video of the spreadsheet that I'm working on, as well as some of how I'm keeping track of my seeds and storing them.